The running games were a big part in last year's Classic. Colin Goebel and Ben Cribbs look to play a big part for each squad. Early on, Redhawks running the Wildcat direct snap to Jimmy Nashert. That goes up the middle for 7. Next play, Ben Andreas back this time. He gets down to the 1. Central would make it 7-0. After a Husky punt, they have it back early in the second. Jake Colby back at QB now. Nashert catching the ball. He goes airborne for the score, 14-zip. Huskies also go to the air after getting stuffed on the ground early. Johnny Brown has time. He finds Deshaun Brown down the middle. He's not easy to bring down. Second effort inside the 10. Huskies would make it 14-6. Back comes the other air attack. Colby going left on a designed rollout. I bet this was in the design as well. Lesota Thompson makes the fingertip grab downfield, 64 yards on the connection. It's 17-13 Central at the break. To the third now, Huskies back to the ground. Deshaun Brown carries this one up the middle to move the sticks. Huskies would take the lead on a Brown 1-yard run. Now 23-19 Redhawks. This drive started on the 1-yard line on 3rd and long. Brown and Brown connecting down the seam, just across midfield, but still 3 yards short. Huskies keep the offense on the field. Brown to the air to who else? Deshaun Brown again. Dogs still alive. Now 2nd and goal from the 6, under 3 minutes. Deshaun Brown the carry. Deshaun Brown the go-ahead score. Huskies up 26-23. The Central offense needs a 2-minute drill. They would get across midfield. Colby escapes trouble. He finds Nashert behind the DB. Nashert had 95 all-purpose yards. Hawks inside the 5. But they're out of timeouts. Colby's first option covered. He hits Nick Thomas in the flat, but he can't find pay dirt. Central will miss the postseason.
That drive felt like it took forever. That was probably the hardest drive I've ever done playing football. We noticed that the middle of the field was open, so we hit Deshaun on the seam route, and that's what started everything from there.
I started throwing more, so they'd back out of the box, and they'd open up running lanes, and we just kept doing our thing and playing our game, and eventually started working at the end.
When we were in those 4th down situations, it was just like practice, We all were just like, hey, we're going to get this win as long as we do our jobs. And when we did it, it came out, it was just a good deal. They put more guys in the box than we thought they were going to put, so they obviously knew we were going to try to run the ball early on them. So I just told Coach, hey, we can pass the ball. Their safeties they don't have any safeties in the middle of the field, and we can throw on them all day. And once we got the passing game going, then we could go right back to the run, and that's what we did.
Our kids made big plays in that situation. We get out of there with a pass interference call. We go for it on 4th down. Maybe a smart move or not a smart move, but our kids said, let's go for it, and I trust my players, and we end up going down the field and scoring. It was a big play. We held on to the football a little bit more, which was important, and we got a big win.
Came in, we wanted to run it a little bit, and we were able to do that tonight, and unfortunately we came up a little bit short on the final score. So another great crosstown classic battle, and unfortunately we just came up a little bit short tonight, but I give credit to Naperville North. Their kids battled, and they deserve to win tonight.